Hi guys, here we are, still at All Saints at Bieghton, and we're just about to head off. And Trina just got the name Sally Dewdrop, which
Mm.
was obviously this girl's nickname.
She
Is
was called that,
yeah, um,
but someone was calling her.
yes,
So the person who was calling her is a person, obviously, who's passed away.
yeah,
But I just saw that image of this Sally Dewdrops because I asked what does Sally Dewdrop look like, and she was a girl who looked a bit. I hate saying all these words, but
yeah.
well, they
It
would
was
say
so
sort of retarded. I hate that word.
yeah,
Someone who's special.
yeah.
Okay, that's better. There's a
Or
horrible word to say.
simple looking. Should we say simple
Yeah,
looking
some
even?
looking, but that
Even they can't say that, but
yeah,
there we go.
special. Someone who's special, different,
Yeah,
different
different.
and
There we
special.
go. Different. Yes.
And she had a bonnet on, like an Easter bonnet. So I would say Victorian straight
Yeah.
away, and greeny, sort of silky. And she was coming out the church door. Now I'm trying to get the person who's calling her.
Mm,
Okay, so it's just an image of her. I'm not communicating with Sally Dewdrop. I'm just
no.
seeing who she is. Okay, so
Yes.
so I'm seeing an older woman now. So that must be her mother. Her mother. It's got to be her mother. So you feel that motherly, maternal, connection. And she was an old woman, a very old woman. Sort of really old. She was bent over a bit like that, and grey hair, and she
Yeah.
had a black shawl on like this, and she's got a walking stick too.
And this is the woman who shouted out Sally.
She was the one who shouting that out, so I'm going to connect with her, yeah, because
Okay.
she looked after her on her own. This is what she's telling me.
Right.
Hang on, let me get her name. Molly. Her name's Molly. Straight away,
Okay.
she came with her name was Molly, and she looked after this child because her husband, I think he abandoned them both.
Right.
So that was her life. She spent this child was like she would, even if she was 30, 40 years old, she would be a child. You know what I mean, don't you, Don?
Yes.
Because she had to.
So was the old lady her mother or her
That
grandmother?
was her mother,
Okay.
and she had to cope on her own. Really, to be honest, she had very little help,
Mm.
but she made it her life. And the reason why she's shouting her out because when she passed away, she didn't know where she was. She didn't know where the Sally was. So she passed not knowing where her daughter was
Okay.
and what happened to her. And that's why she's wandering around because that connection's so deep. Her daughter who's special,
Yeah.
who needed constant attention to not
Yeah.
get into trouble.
And then she passed away, and then she must have felt like she'd
But
failed.
yeah,
Or
I mean, she was. I think probably Sally. Looking at her, she was probably in her 30s or 40s when she passed away. But oh bless her heart, it's very sad because she didn't what she was so frightened of what was going to happen to Sally because she's so vulnerable
yes.
that she held on to the last minute.
Yeah.
And I could see her, this Sally coming out the church. So obviously Sally was a visitor to the church, and that's why this woman was shouting out Sally. She's been standing on this ground around
Oh, I
here.
see.
So the last time she saw her, she was in coming at the church.
Yeah. I
Okay.
understand. So she shouted out, but obviously Sally couldn't
Well,
hear.
no, because Sally's in a different,
So what
frame.
actually happened to Sally then? What happened to
I
her?
don't know what happened to Sally, but she died. She died of old age. She was
Yes, I understand the mother died, but what happened is it was
Marley. Marley, her name was.
yeah.
I could just see Sally coming out the church door in this lovely dress. She was always
And that
dressed
was it.
lovely, and that was the last time she saw her. She passed away. I'm not saying she passed away on these grounds, but it's the last time the memory she had of her coming out of the church looking lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, on a Sunday, there was a Sunday service, but she was quite big, this Sally, and quite, big puffy face and everything.
Yeah. How old was
Because
this Molly then, Tina? Was she able to tell you her age?
she was 86, so she looked after her
Okay.
for a
And
long
what
time.
year are we looking at?
Victorian times, I'd say, late
Okay.
Victorian, maybe even Edwardian.
And is she any idea what happened to Sally then?
No,
That was just the last image she had, and that
yeah,
was it. And is that why she's trapped here, Tina? Because she's looking for her.
yeah, she's trapped here, thinking that Sally's still around, but obviously Sally's passed over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my darling. I don't. I can't tell you. I can just see this Sally, but I don't know what happened to her afterwards.
No. And what did Molly do for a living then?
Oh, she was cleaner. You know, she's cleaned people's houses out. You know, rich people's houses out, and she'd done anything, put her into anything really. Bit of the land work, bit of, you know,
Anything that was going?
anything that was going to make ends meet because she was abandoned by her husband because the child was a difficult child.
Yeah.
That way, and he
Yeah.
was a drinker and he couldn't handle it.
And what was her surname? Molly?
Grimwald.
Okay.
That's the name she gave me. Molly Grimwald.
Okay.
Bless her heart.
And she lived in this village, or did she live somewhere else?
She lived close by, yeah.
Yeah. And is she buried in this graveyard?
Yes, but that would have been a pauper's one because she'd have no money. So she wouldn't be no Markins, you know. But to Sally. Sally Dewdrop was her mother's name, but her name was Sally Grimwald. I'm trying to see what happened to her.
She would have died of old age, wouldn't she, Tina?
She was taken to work in a house, you know, like scullery maid.
Right.
She was taken there because she didn't, you know, there was no one to look after her, so she'd be living there and she got, you know, all sorts of things happened to her. But she died, she never had no children and she died a natural death.
Yeah.
Okay. She sort of looked after, but she had to work, you know.
Yes. So did Sally have to stay at home while she worked, or?
Now she took Sally everywhere
She took
with her.
her. She couldn't trust her to be right.
I think Sally probably died of broken heart missing her mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was put in this house as a, you know, a maid, and yeah. But anyway,
She'd like to go over.
I would like to let Molly go. Molly,
Yeah.
your daughter is waiting for you, Sally. Sally Dewdrop. It's her pet name for her.
Yeah.
Would you like to go with her, darling? So she turned and said, "Is she not here anymore?" I said, "No, she's not here. She's not here. She's gone. She's waiting up there in heaven for you, darling. It's time for you to go towards the light." Okay, darling? It's the same place. Above the church, if you look up. Clouds are parted. You've seen Archangel Michael standing there and all with this one.
Oh.
Because, yeah, he sort of like protected both of them. Right, bless her. So she's bent over like this. I love it when this happens. Sorry, I'm not laughing at these spirits. I love them to bits. She's bent over like this with a stick. Now the stick is gone. She's standing up straight. She's looking up like this.
She's at a prime.
The light is touching her and enveloping her. Yeah, and I can see Sally standing there. Not only Sally, there's lots of other people, her mum and dad, there's other people. She was well loved from heaven, you know, she was looked after as well. She lived as long as she did, 86, looking after us.
Yeah, did well, didn't she? Very well.
The reason why Sally was like she was because she was a late birth.
Yeah.
She was in her like nearly 40s when she had her.
Ah.
So that's a long, way back then, you know what I mean?
That was a big thing, wasn't it?
Big thing. Now she's up there now. Where's Sally? And her mum and dad. And others. Thank you.
All over?
Look. See the feather coming down?
Yeah, I see.
You should take a picture of that because it came down as soon as it. Oh, let's go over there. The feather came down as soon as the portal shut, and the feather came down. And oh my God, I love signs like that. There's no birds, is there? That came out in the middle of nowhere, and that's a sign.
Yeah. Well, that was a nice story.
That was a nice story.
It must have been a life's work there, I think, for that woman,
yeah,
for that Molly, to look after a child. And there would have been no state help as such.
Oh, no.
Some help from the
church. She had to work, and the child had to go with her.
Yeah, yeah. Real tough. No wonder she was doubled over, Tina.
Yeah, she's doubled over. That's funny because when the light came in and enveloped her, she's like...
straight up, yeah.
Straight up like that. She couldn't wait to go.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. And then the feather. As soon as the portal shut, I saw a feather.
Coming down.
Was too late to
I
catch
saw
it.
it.
But it came straight from that area.
Yeah.
Where the portal shut. A white feather flew down and went over there.
Yeah.
She's spirit. Her spirit is free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this job. I love this job, and I get very emotional because that was very, I don't know, it's very, it's being a mother, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. You can probably relate to the
But
fact.
she did. All she thought about was keeping that child safe. She
Yeah,
was special.
yeah. Right. Well, if you like what we do,
Thank you for watching again,
yeah,
and please like, subscribe, share, and comment. We'd be very
absolutely.
grateful, and we'll bring you more very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later.